Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Hello everyone, today on Good Morning Maine, Bar Harbor becomes the latest community to take aim at the sale of flavored tobacco products.
Plus, state lawmakers are trying to figure out how to dispose of sludge from wastewater treatment plants.
And why some Belfast residents are concerned about plans to turn a vacant building into affordable housing.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us this morning. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
A little bit of snow out there today. It was snowing lightly overnight. I'm not sure if it still is out there.
I don't think so.
No, the road just enough to really cover the roadways, make them a little bit slick, so you may want to take it easy as you head out today. And it looks like we may see more chance of a little bit of snow as the day rolls along.
A little bit.
I don't want to say it's going to be much because it isn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's Devin Biggs with the full forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. All right, it's good things rolling out there this morning. A small craft advisory is posted for the counties highlighted here until about 7 p.m. later this evening. So we do have that area of low pressure that's moving away from us now. It's going to be stirring up the ocean as that does happen today, which is why we'll be dealing with that small craft advisory at least until later this evening. We've had snow moving through from the northeast to the southwest again. This will mainly occur this morning, maybe a few flurries and maybe a few raindrops throughout the day as temperatures get above freezing and well into the 40s as well, but things will start to calm down a bit during the afternoon period. Here's the big picture right now. So again, here's the area low pressure right about here moving away from us. This flow is definitely not looking as impressive now, so we'll catch a little bit of a break before another wave of energy starts to approach from the north and east as we head towards tomorrow. So the winds may get a little gusty at times out of the north at around 15 miles per hour sustained. We'll keep the winds going through tomorrow at around 10 miles per hour or so. So again, futurecast moving forward. Again, maybe a few flurries and sprinkles today, but otherwise a mostly cloudy sky. More precipitation looking to develop as we head towards Thursday morning. So your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Overall, we'll be under a cloudy sky with a chance for a few raindrops and some flurries. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
All right, thank you, Devin. We'll see you later on. Fire investigators are looking for the cause of a fire that left a Skowhegan home badly damaged. It broke out on Butler Street around 10 o'clock Tuesday morning. According to the Morning Sentinel, no one was injured during the fire. More information should become available today.
Bar Harbor has become the latest community to ban the sale of flavored tobacco products. The town council voted last night to prohibit the sale of any tobacco product that smells or tastes like fruit, mint, chocolate, and other flavors. Supporters say it's part of an effort to make sure children don't pick up the smoking habit. Before the vote, council heard from health experts, business people, and others. They were also shown a video recording made by local fifth graders who urged the council to adopt the ban. With the vote, Bar Harbor joins Bangor and a handful of communities in southern Maine who have also enacted a ban on flavored tobacco. Bar Harbor's new ordinance will go into effect on June 1st. Lawmakers have also proposed a statewide ban that will be considered by the legislature this session.
Some state representatives are seeking a solution to a problem that could affect Maine's water districts. They're trying to figure out how to dispose of sludge created by wastewater treatment plants now that landfills are becoming less of an option. Our David Ledford has more.
This is a major emergency.
As many as 32 Maine water districts are struggling to manage their wastewater sludge. State representatives say the problem has come as a result of legislation passed last year. Known as LD 1639, an act to protect the health and welfare of Maine communities and reduce harmful solid waste.
There's so much involved when it comes to trying to get rid of this waste. It went from 17 sewage districts to 32 sewage districts throughout the state, and all the way from Kittery to Bangor, that they weren't able to get rid of their sludge.
Representatives say if the problem is not addressed, wastewater sludge could lead to a human and environmental health crisis.
If we don't get rid of the waste, we're going to see it floating down river. Once it starts overfilling on these reservoirs that we have, it will go overflow and into the river. And then once we do that, we violated national policies.
Prior to the passing of LD 1639, landfills would receive the waste, but officials say the process has become more difficult. LD 1911, also passed last year, prohibits the contamination of clean soils with PFAS, or forever chemicals, which are found in treated wastewater sludge. Representative Scott Searway and Environment and Natural Resources Committee member Mike Soboleski met with representatives of the Kennebec Sanitary District to seek solutions to the issue. On Wednesday, March 8th, there will be a sludge management briefing before the Joint Standing Committee on Energy and Natural Resources. In Augusta, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Lawmakers are considering a bill that would make phone calls from inmates to their lawyers free. Right now, jails charge inmates a fee to make the calls. Representative Travis Hassanfass of Reedfield is sponsoring the bill. He says the fee can be a problem for some inmates. Hassanfass says it can keep defendants from communicating with their lawyers.
And things need to be better, and they can be better, and I'm hoping that we can all come together and find a way to make it so that there are fewer barriers between effective assistance of counsel in criminal proceedings.
Hassanfass says there also needs to be a way to make sure those phone calls are not recorded so lawyers and clients in jail can have honest and frank discussions without fear of who might be listening. A hearing for the bill has not been scheduled yet.
The Maine House passed a measure Tuesday expressing support for Ukraine as its war with Russia continues, now just over a year old. The bill's sponsor called Russia's invasion of Ukraine egregious and unprovoked and says nothing justifies supporting the extinguishing of a culture, a nation, or its people. The vote was 87 in favor of the measure and 54 lawmakers voted against it. The majority of House Republicans were against that largely symbolic gesture, with 54 Republicans voting in opposition. That joint resolution now faces consideration in the state Senate.
On Tuesday, Senate Republicans discussed proposed plans they say would improve election integrity in the state. LD 34, if passed, would require any person voting in the state to present photographic identification before they vote. Republicans say they support providing Mainers with free state-issued identification cards if legislation passes.
I think that at the end of the day, what we're really wanting to do is send the message that integrity in the process is important, and we as a state should be investing in that. If everybody has an ID for free from state, why can't you be asked to be an adult and bring it with you when you vote? We're not asking for a lot here.
However, some say the act could make it more difficult for Mainers to vote, including Secretary of State Shenna Bellows, who issued a statement on Tuesday afternoon. As Secretary of State, I will vigorously defend Mainers' freedom to vote and fight against any efforts to make it harder for Maine voters to make their voice heard at the ballot box. We should be coming together around ways to further strengthen Maine's elections rather than debating proposals for voter suppression.
In other news, the state of Maine is launching a new campaign to promote continued health insurance coverage with regular Medicaid or MaineCare as eligibility and enrollment reviews are scheduled to resume in April. In March of 2020, the federal government temporarily suspended certain Medicaid requirements to help prevent people from losing their health coverage during the pandemic. People who would have otherwise lost their eligibility due to increased earnings, change in family status, or other reasons have remained covered. Federal law requires all states to check out who is still eligible to receive Medicaid beginning April 1st. The Maine Department of Health and Human Services projects that approximately 420,000 Mainers will be enrolled in MaineCare by April of 2023. They also estimate between 65,000 and 90,000 will no longer be eligible by the end of the redetermination process. The agency is urging anyone with MaineCare to go to mymainconnection.gov to set up an account and update their contact information so MaineCare can reach you when it's time to renew your coverage. You can also give them a call at 1-855-797-4357. We'll make sure we post that on the website too so you can get that.
A former Belfast Public Works Department property was cleared 2 years ago to be converted into affordable housing. While the project is still in the planning stages, it has recently been met with some complaints after the Belfast Planning Board made changes to the proposal. Our Matthew Juronsik has the story.
Currently in a housing crisis, the city of Belfast proposed a vacant property to be converted into 48 affordable housing units that will cater to those less fortunate.
There is a housing crunch right now, so we are definitely under pressure to find some solutions to have more housing here in Belfast, and that is primarily why I am excited about this project.
However, this has been met with some pushback after recent changes to the permit. It would create a condominium form of ownership. The original proposal was for a combination of affordable housing and market rate rentals. The change would make the entire 48 units affordable housing under the direction of Developers Collaborative. In spite of mixed feelings, Belfast Director of Economic Development Thomas Kittredge says the change doesn't affect anything.
It really doesn't change the nature of the project, which is to provide 48 units of affordable housing in Belfast.
Despite residents voicing their concerns about the proposed permit change, Zoffer Whitcomb, who lives right across from this property, applauds the city for putting affordable housing in this abandoned property.
I think that's great. If they can make the economics work with making it all workforce housing, the more affordable housing we can have in town in Belfast, the better.
Belfast Planning Board plans to hold a public meeting on March 8th at City Hall to discuss the matter. As for now, City Manager Aaron Herbig has a message for the community.
This will be 48 new housing units in the city of Belfast, which is really, really exciting. It has a close vicinity to our downtown, to our local schools. This is a great opportunity for families to live and work here. And that's what we're really trying to do as a community right now.
In Belfast, Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, the time is now 6:11. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a happy ending to the search for a puppy stolen from its owner in Trenton. It has been recovered and a man is facing charges.
But first, another check of your weather forecast. We could expect some sprinkles and a few flurries today with highs near 42 degrees, cloudy and breezy conditions overnight. More rain and snow tomorrow. Another mild day, though. The high will be 41.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
What if you could find out how good something was before you even bought it? Like which shirts are actually good at repelling stains from coffee, ketchup, or wine? Well, this morning, that's exactly what we're doing for you. What's really stain resistant? That was like magic. It's try before you buy. This morning on GMA.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
This week, take a peek at how they spin in Spain, Hungary, Denmark, Romania, and Greece.
Captain Van is running around all over the world.
I mean, he was okay, but he didn't pull any beards, did he?
Oh, it's good.
It's Wheel Around the World.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC 7.
Welcome back, everyone. A stolen 5-week-old puppy has been reunited with its owner. Serenity, the pup, was taken from her owners at RDR Shellfish in Trenton late last week. Thanks to a tip, authorities were able to track down and locate the suspected dog napper in the parking lot of the Brewer Walmart store.
And a girl, her name was Kayla French, actually saw her at McDonald's in Brewer last night, and she recognized the puppy, and she called the state police, and they were on it within 20 minutes. They had her. So I appreciate her so much for doing that.
Well, as of now, Jacob Carney of Eastbrook is the only arrest that has been made in connection with that incident. He denied he had the puppy when first questioned, but police say it was eventually found inside his vehicle. Serenity's owner, Carissa Beam, says she had almost lost hope, but she's glad that the pup is back home and safe.
Coinciding with Problem Gambling Awareness Month, Maine's Gambling Control Board has announced a new virtual program that will allow people to voluntarily exclude themselves from gambling in Maine casinos. Before the advent of the virtual program, people would have to risk the temptation of gambling by walking into a casino or a designated location to fill out the form. Now it can all be done from the comfort of home. AdCare's Problem Gambling Services Coordinators Lori Manson says that the Gambling Board has taken a positive step to reduce the harm of gambling problems with this program.
Mainers Helping Mainers is what the group 100 Neighbors Who Care is all about. The group of community members has created a giving circle where 4 times a year they get together to donate their time and their dollars to one deserving nonprofit in Penobscot County. As Jody Hersey tells us, it's a unique concept that's attracting more and more members.
It's one of the best things I've ever done. I come away from each one of these meetings and I feel really good about what we've done here.
100 Neighbors Who Care Penobscot Valley is a group of approximately 150 members dedicated to giving back in a big way.
We were looking for something that would allow us to put back some good into the community and into the neighborhood.
This group meets at Jeff's Catering and Brewer once a quarter for 1 hour, where each member agrees to donate $100 of their own money to one of 3 local nonprofits that are nominated by the members themselves. At each of the group's meetings, representatives from the 3 nonprofits selected give a 10-minute presentation sharing what that nonprofit does in the community and how the funds from 100 Neighbors Who Care would be used. Then the group takes a vote.
And the charity receiving the largest number of votes is our recipient charity for that quarter. The members then each write their checks directly to that selected charity. No monies come to 100 Neighbors Who Care.
At Monday night's meeting, that charity was Hope for Homeless, receiving $16,000 to help their cause.
This is just going to help feed so many more people. We know our numbers are be already increasing for outside homeless.
Over the years, 100 Neighbors Who Care has donated to the Maine Veterans Project, UCP, and many others. Courageous Steps was the last nonprofit in 2022 to receive a donation from the group.
This is just a great example of what the power of community can have.
100 Neighbors Who Care will meet again in June to select another nonprofit worthy of support. In Brewer, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Isn't that neat?
Wow. That's really generous.
Yeah, I've been watching that program as it's kind of grown over the recent months. It's so neat because so many nonprofits, they're operating on limited budgets.
Right.
So when they get that extra infusion of cash, it really goes a long way.
Right.
So.
And they're bringing awareness to these nonprofits in the meantime.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah. All right, the time is now 6:17. After the break, a public workshop is being held at Husson University to brainstorm ways of encouraging outdoor offerings in the Bangor area.
That and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Renovating or building new, you'll find a wide selection of high-performing, energy-efficient, and beautiful windows and doors at Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through the showroom displays and help you choose options to create a personalized custom look. Free in-home measurement is available, and Hammond can deliver your order from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company.
Trilogy for COPD.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know.
If you're tired of staring down your COPD,
It's a new dawn, it's a new day,
stop settling.
and I'm feeling good.
Start a new day with Trilogy. No once-daily COPD medicine has the power to treat COPD in as many ways as Trilogy. With 3 medicines in 1 inhaler, Trilogy makes breathing easier for a full 24 hours, improves lung function, and helps prevent future flare-ups. Trilogy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trilogy more than prescribed. Trilogy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Take a stand and start a new day with Trilogy. Ask your doctor about once daily Trilogy and save at Trilogy.com.
A public workshop is being held at Husson University over the next 2 days to look into ways of increasing outdoor recreation while also revitalizing the downtown area. Last spring, the Bangor community was selected to receive assistance through the Recreation Economy for Rural Communities program. That program aims to help Bangor, Brewer, Herman, and other surrounding towns to improve, connect, and promote the outdoors in those areas. The program also seeks to increase the economic opportunities available to residents. Workshop participants will take tours of some of the cultural and historic places in the region, including the Bangor Historical Society.
We're looking at how do we brand and market the area, how do we improve connectivity between the assets, what do we do for river access, and then how do we collaborate and make it work.
Bear says the goal of the two-day workshop is to find a way to combine the outdoor and cultural assets in the region to create a community-supported brand. Very cool.
It's a great idea.
I know.
It'd be nice to have some more things to do around here. I propose they set up a zip line from the Thomas Hill Standpipe across the river to Brewer, and you can kind of zip back and forth. And
that's not a safety hazard.
No, I mean, it would be safe. You have the harness and all that kind of stuff.
I want cornhole on the lawn of the Historical Society.
There you go. That's probably
I think that's
easier.
more doable.
That's probably easier. I have dreams of massive zip lines. What can I say?
I know. I think those are good dreams,
They're
though.
a blast.
Yes.
Yeah.
But from Brewer, that's a big...
I know.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome, right?
It would be. Over the river. That's
right.
the key part. Okay, well, the time is now 6:21.
Let's get a full look at that weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. Here we go. So a small craft advisory is posted until 7 p.m. later on this evening. As we're watching for some wave heights, they'll be a little bit high from time to time too, with an area of low pressure is moving out towards sea as we speak. And that's causing some of the buoys to report up to 7-foot wave heights, at least right around in here, and maybe around 2 to 6 feet further off towards the north. And again, later this evening, we'll start seeing things relax just a bit. We've had a little bit of snow moving in from the northeast going toward the south and west. Any accumulations haven't been anything too impressive. We will not be worrying about any accumulations today. Once this pushes through, just a few sprinkles, maybe a few flurries possible throughout the daytime period today. Let's give you the bigger picture. Here's low pressure right here that is moving away now. Notice the flow here is definitely not looking as impressive. Still in general, a northeast to southwest flow, but not as impressive as what we saw earlier in the week. So plotting everything on right now, overall, we're watching a little bit of a calmer stretch. So once we get this through that we're seeing this morning, just some flurries and sprinkles, and that'll be about it. We have low pressure out toward the ocean right now and a warm front that's staying out for the north, at least for the time being. So futurecast moving forward, we'll keep this northeast to southwest flow going for a while longer. Maybe again a few flurries and sprinkles today, as temperatures will be making it into the 40s from time to time too. But again, later on tonight, they'll be watching for a little bit of snow, especially by Thursday morning. So tonight we're actually dry. The snow approaches as we head towards tomorrow morning by about 7 to 8 a.m. again, maybe mixing with a little bit of rain as temperatures make it into the 40s. Then later in the afternoon, Thursday, the clouds look to break up, so maybe some sunshine before the sun begins to set. And then things looking pretty good, especially as we head towards Friday morning. So meanwhile, though, our average high is 37 degrees for this time of the year. We'll be in the lower 40s today, tomorrow, also to your Friday, upper 30s Saturday, back in the lower 40s Sunday into Monday, upper 30s again for your Tuesday. Forecast for today, lower 40s, mostly cloudy, some sprinkles and flurries possible. North wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. By tonight, upper 20s, mostly cloudy and breezy. North wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, lower 40s, rain and snow showers on the way again. North wind backing off to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate. Friday will be mostly sunny, looking pretty nice. Temperatures in the lower 40s, upper 30s for your Saturday with a partly cloudy sky, and partly cloudy on Sunday. Also the time change with highs in the lower 40s.
Harris Lumber is locally owned and has been serving the Pequot region for more than 50 years. See them for all your projects, big or small. Customer service is their #1 priority. And with a full line of lumber and hardware items, they can also deliver to your job site. Harris Lumber, Milo.
I got hurt in a car accident and I've got some questions. Can I talk to a lawyer for free?
I answer car accident questions like these every day. Call the twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
This isn't your parents' photo booth. Premier Limousine and DJ present the latest in photo booth technology, the Magic Mirror Air Booth. We offer unlimited prints of beautiful 4x6 full-color photos and unlimited photos sent directly to your phone. The new Magic Mirror Air Booth is available for proms, weddings, birthdays, class reunions, and corporate events with one of the largest selection of props available. You can book the Magic Mirror Air Booth and DJ services separately or take advantage of our very popular package deal. Contact us at Premier Limousine and DJ.
Start your outdoor adventures in Orono this weekend. The Easter Maine Sportsman Show is back, Friday through Sunday at the University of Maine Fieldhouse. This show is for everyone who loves the great outdoors, even kids like me. Fishing, hunting, or camping, it's all here. See boats, docks, and fishing lures. The displays are really cool. You can shoot a bow and arrow or watch dogs jump in the pool. Find more info online. Come to the Easter Maine Sportsman Show this weekend. Then get outdoors with your family.
For a better center to serve you, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. For a bigger selection of trusted brands, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. And to better service your ride, no matter the size, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. Master mechanics, free shuttle service, and the fair deals you deserve. Take Littlefield Avenue to Bangor Tire, beside Dysart's in Herman. BangorTire.com.
We're more than just a tire store.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Welcome back, everyone. 2 American victims in the deadly kidnapping in Mexico have been returned to the United States. Eric James Williams and Latavia McGee were brought back through Brownsville, Texas on the U.S.-Mexican border in a convoy of SUVs and ambulances and escorted by Mexican military and National Guard trucks. A relative of one of the victims says they were traveling with 2 others last week from the Carolinas, heading for a cosmetic procedure in Mexico. They were reportedly caught in fighting amid rival cartel members upon arrival in Matamoros and later captured. 2 people in the group were killed. Williams suffered a gunshot wound to his leg. Mexican authorities say they have 1 person in custody and are now searching for others.
New backlash this morning after Fox News showed new video of the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Many Republicans are now slamming the report, accusing host Tucker Carlson of deceiving his audience. It comes amid new evidence in a $1 billion lawsuit against Fox. Here's ABC's Lindsay Watts with the latest.
I think it's bull.
This morning, bipartisan outrage at Fox News host Tucker Carlson after he claimed surveillance video from the January 6th riot proves the attack was mostly peaceful chaos.
These were not insurrectionists. They were sightseers.
Lawmakers accuse Carlson of downplaying the attack, including Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell, who held up a letter from the Capitol Police yesterday, criticizing Carlson for cherry-picking calmer moments from the riot.
It was a mistake, in my view, for Fox News to depict this in a way that's completely at variance with what our chief law enforcement official here at the Capitol thinks.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who gave Carlson exclusive access to the surveillance video, says he did it for transparency and has no regrets.
Each person come up with their own conclusion.
Carlson also aired new video of Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick, who died from a series of strokes after being assaulted. According to Carlson, the video shows Sicknick walking in the Capitol after he was attacked.
Apparently in good health after he was supposedly killed.
The Sicknick family blasted Fox, saying, "Every time the pain of that day seems to have ebbed a bit, organizations like Fox rip our wounds wide open again, and we are frankly sick of it." This all comes as thousands of pages of internal text messages and emails are being released as part of a defamation lawsuit filed by Dominion Voting Systems against the network. In an email 15 days after the January 6th attack, Chairman Rupert Murdoch wrote, "Maybe Sean and Laura went too far," referring to hosts Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham, who echoed Trump's claims of election fraud. And according to the documents, 2 months after the election, Carlson sent a message to his producer about how badly he wanted to stop covering Trump, saying that he, quote, hates Trump passionately. And back to the January 6th video, Carlson pointed out that Capitol Police walked some protesters into the building during the riot. But security experts say that may have been a strategy by police to calm the crowd.
Well, it's about to get more expensive to borrow cash. That's because the Fed is promising steeper interest rate hikes are right around the corner. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell faced some very concerned lawmakers on Capitol Hill yesterday. He told them the central bank is now prepared to raise interest rates higher and more frequently in an effort to get inflation under control, even if it causes job losses. Some lawmakers are arguing there are other ways to fight inflation, and they fear the move could lead to job losses and a recession.
Some Americans may be getting an unexpected tax form in the mail. The IRS Form 1099-K is used to report certain transactions from third-party payment networks. They include PayPal, Venmo, and eBay. Under the American Rescue Plan, the reporting threshold was lowered to $600, but the agency delayed the new tax rule until next year after receiving criticism. That means if you receive more than $600 in goods and services this year through a third-party payment network, you should receive the form in 2024. But some people are getting it now. Tax experts believe this could be due to some companies not being able to adjust their systems to comply with the delay, or it could be because of the state you live in. I think I received one.
Did you?
I don't really know, because when I had my tax appointment, I just brought all the things I received, and I was like, I don't know. Here's what I have. Yes.
Yeah, probably smart.
Right.
I'm not really smart when it comes to all that kind of stuff.
No,
So
I just saved my
need
mail.
help.
Yeah, I know. They were good, though. They were good.
Good.
They helped me out. All right, still to come here on the second half of our show, a glimpse at one of the Coast Guard's newest and largest cutter ships that is currently docked in Portland.
Plus, we'll have an interview with some local Maine authors whose latest book is full of stories from deep in the Maine woods. We'll have those stories and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Bath remodeling was revolutionized in this garage in 1984 when three brothers created the iconic bath fitter tub-over-tub process. A breakthrough then, the industry standard now for beautiful baths without the mess, stress, or high cost. A better way from bath fitter means precise measurement, the highest quality acrylic, perfect preparation, and watertight installation backed by a lifetime warranty. Bath fitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Take your taste buds on a journey and experience the brand new international menu Tuesday through Thursday only at the Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub. Every Tuesday, enjoy their delicious French cuisine. On Wednesdays, enjoy their memorable Italian delicacies. And every Thursday, be ready for a fiesta with their Mexican favorites. A full 5-course dinner for just $29.95 per person. And don't forget about their all-you-can-eat seafood Fridays. The Lucerne Inn, beautiful dining with a delicious view.
Oh, that feels so good. What a sweetheart. I'm so lucky.
These socks are so soft. And her feet don't smell? These would be perfect for hunting season.
Moisture wicking, odor resistant, hypoallergenic, softer than cashmere, and warmer than wool. Get your alpaca socks and more at the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Hey babe, can I borrow these socks?
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Wednesday, March 8th, 2023. It's also International Women's Day. It's a global holiday celebrated annually on March 8th as a focal point in the women's rights movement. bringing attention to issues such as gender equality, reproductive rights, and violence and abuse against women. It's pretty important, probably now in history is as important as any.
Yeah, and the whole month, Women's History Month, so a good day to, watch a cool documentary or,
Right.
It's a great way to celebrate. Yeah. Or buy one of your favorite women in your life some flowers or chocolate or whatever she likes. That's always a nice offering. Or as Craig did this morning, hey, happy International Women's Day. Rock on, dude. I liked that too. That was a good...
It's just the way I do it.
Rock on.
It's the way I observed it,
Right.
So, rock on.
That
women.
was fitting, yes.
Yeah, I support women.
Yes,
I'll
rock
never
on.
marry another one, but...
Craig. Rock on, okay.
Rock on, women.
Party on, Wayne. Okay, on this day in history, in 1790, George Washington delivered the first State of the Union address. In 1910, Raymond de la Roche became the first woman with a pilot's license. The French aviator was also the first woman to fly solo.
Rock on.
Rock on,
Yeah.
yes. In 1948, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that religious instruction in public schools was unconstitutional. In 1979, the compact disc was first presented to the public, changing the way that people listened to music. I forget that because when my dad was a kid, he has, I think I brought this up on air before, he has a great record collection, and he can point back and be like, when I was 13, I got this Pink Floyd album at this record store, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I forget, well, you couldn't have had a CD then.
Yeah,
so.
I got my first CD player, I think I was probably around 18 or 19 when I moved back to Maine, and my first CD was from Boston.
Cool.
The group, and I played that CD over and over and over
Yeah.
again. I still play it every now and then.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have the same CD?
Oh yeah, I still have
Good.
not the CD player, but the same CD.
Cool.
But I never listen to my CDs anymore. Now
I know,
it's
I don't
just,
either.
Pandora.
I've
put it
done
on,
that,
so.
yeah. I've had the same collection since I was a kid, and it's like, I don't want to get rid of these because I don't listen to them.
Yeah, keep them around.
Right.
Everything comes back too.
Right.
So.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Well, and...
One more tidbit of history.
Okay. In what was billed as the fight of the century in 1971, Joe Frazier triumphed in a match over boxing great Muhammad Ali.
That was a big one. Today's birthdays include Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees, who is 77. Actor Freddie Prinze Jr. is 46. Bassist Randy Meisner from the Eagles, one of my favorite bands, is 76. And Boston Red Sox great Jim Rice is 70 years old today.
Happy birthday to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all dudes. All guys on this day.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's the way it worked out. Rock on, man. So,
rock on, okay.
That's my thing for today.
Yeah.
All right, let's get right into weather with Devin.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. All right, it's good things rolling out there this morning. A small craft advisory is posted for the counties highlighted here until about 7 p.m. later this evening. So we do have that area low pressure that's moving away from us now. It's going to be stirring up the ocean as that does happen today, which is why we'll be dealing with that small craft advisory at least until later this evening. We've had snow moving through for the northeast to the southwest again. This will mainly occur this morning, maybe a few flurries and maybe a few raindrops throughout the day as temperatures get above freezing and well into the 40s as well, but things will start to calm down a bit during the afternoon period. Here's the big picture right now. So again, here's the area low pressure right about here moving away from us. This flow is definitely not looking as impressive now, so we'll catch a little bit of a break before another wave of energy starts to approach from the north and east as we head towards tomorrow. So the winds may get a little gusty at times out of the north at around 15 miles per hour sustained. We'll keep the winds going through tomorrow at around 10 miles per hour or so. So again, futurecast moving forward. Again, maybe a few flurries and sprinkles today, but otherwise a mostly cloudy sky. More precipitation looking to develop as we head towards Thursday morning. So your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Overall, we'll be under a cloudy sky with a chance for a few raindrops and some flurries. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma?
Rock on, Devin. All right, well, a new giant Coast Guard ship has docked down in Portland. The U.S. Coast Guard cutter William Chadwick stopped by 4 Points Marina. It's the newest Coast Guard cutter in the fleet. The 154-foot-long ship is dedicated to search and rescue and living marine resources and is ready to cover all of New England's coastline.
We would be in Connecticut 1 week, and the next week we could be up in, Rockland, Maine.
The ship's home port is in Boston, and some of the crew on board say they're born and raised in Maine, and that it was a good way to pay, and that it was good to pay a visit home yesterday.
Very neat.
Yeah, they're busy.
Yeah, the Coast Guard doesn't get a lot of publicity, but they do an important job out there.
I know.
From drug drugs or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Very
All right,
important.
they're wrapping us up. Let's get out of here.
Still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz will have your sports updates.
We'll also have a special interview. Don't go away.
Toyota's all-wheel drive vehicles not only conquer the elements, Toyota conquers its competitors by sheer selection. You see, Toyota has 20 different all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive models. That's more than Subaru, more than Honda, more than Jeep. Conquer most anything with the adventure-seeking all-wheel drive RAV4 or the powerful all-wheel drive RAV4 Hybrid, both with Toyota Safety Sense technology included. See your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
If you think about it, hash browns are the French fries of breakfast.
Who says it's not French fries that are the hash browns of lunch and dinner?
That's also true.
There's a deal for every friendly discussion at McDonald's. Like now, get sausage McGriddles, hash browns, or a sausage McMuffin. Pick any two for $3.
At the Bangor Grand Hotel and Conference Center, you will discover a new dimension of comfort. We've got newly updated rooms, suites, and a new and improved lobby. Our Blue Sky Lounge and restaurant features exceptional food, flavors, and service. We welcome the weary travelers, the sharp-dressed businessman, the overnight basketball tourney fans, and of course, families on their fun adventures. Many of our guests tell us we've become their home away from home. Moving forward is in our design here at the Bangor Grand, and we'll continue to improve on the things we do best, like exceeding your expectations.
All the nonsense
Fibber.
meets no nonsense.
I don't buy it.
Judge Judy.
Weekdays at 5 on ABC 7.
Welcome in to Fast Break Tournament Edition, brought to you by Dorsey Furniture and Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. This is it. Tuesday was the final night of the Maine High School basketball tournament, and boy, what a ride it has been. Class B and C handing out girls and boys gold balls in Portland and Bangor. Let's start down south, where Ellsworth is looking to make some history. Girls Class B at the Expo, Spruce Mountain and Ellsworth. This one was an absolute thriller. We're going to kick this one off in the first quarter. Ellsworth off to a blazing start. Abby Raydell launches the three. Eagles up by 5. They led 19-6 after 1, keeping the pedal to the metal. Here's freshman Elizabeth Bowles launches a 3. They were up 17 at the half. Let's skip ahead now to the fourth quarter. Here comes Spruce Mountain. Olivia Mastine, she had 20. The 3 gives them the lead. Eagles lead down to 5. Later in the fourth, Mastine taking it all the way for the basket and 1. That gives them the lead, 53-52. But Ellsworth would come back down to Addison Atherton ties it with the short-range jumper. And then Megan Jordan with the clutch gene, a huge free throw with 13.9 to go. Ellsworth hangs on to win 57-56. It's the program's first ever state championship.
We just all worked together. We just trusted each other, and it came out our way. So that's all that matters.
All right, let's go on to the boys Class B state championship now. It's Orono and Oceanside, both looking to strike gold, and the Expo is packed. Let's pick it up in the third quarter. Ben Francis with a 3. That's going to put the Riots up by 7. Later in the quarter, Oceanside's Alex Collins, he's going to clean up. The Mariners are down 6 after 3. To the fourth we go. Riots keeping the heat on. Francis taking it all the way for 2. He had 23 points late in the fourth. Mariners hanging around. Cohen Galley drops a long-range 3. Orono still up 10, though, and the Riots would hang on for dear life. Up 3, time winding down. Alex Collins front rims it. Orono hangs on to win the Class B gold ball, 61-58.
It feels so good. 42 years in the making. Orono High School hasn't won a gold ball. It feels good to make history over here, especially with all this group of guys.
All right, the first final of the night at the Cross Center is the Class C girls final between Dexter and Old Orchard Beach. Second quarter, Dexter trailing. Callie Goodrow into Hannah Dean. She gives it to Maisie Peach. She nails the nice hook shot from in close. Later into the second we go. Elise McNair on the steal for Beach. She'll take it all the way by herself. coast to coast with the left and one. Old Orchard Beach led 20-14 at the half. To the third we go. Dexter trying to claw back. Jillian Poliquin to Abby Corson. She pulls it from three and she buries it, but the Seagulls were tough in the fourth. Here is Sarah Davis driving to the hole. She's going to get the lay-in to go. The Seagulls would hold on to their lead. They win 35-24 to take home the first state title in program history.
We knew this was very possible from the get-go, and we executed tonight. And I mean, there's no other way that I would want to end my senior year of playing for Old Orchard. I'm definitely going to miss having this jersey on next year.
All right, to the nightcap we go at the Cross Center Class C boys final between Calais and Dirigo. First minute of the first quarter, Trenton Hutchinson finds Charlie Houghton. He spins away, pulls up and drains the three. Cougars led by 3 after 1. Second quarter we go. Calais stayed even. Evan Gillespie brings it down. Nice hop step in the lane. He gets that one to go. Devils down 32-30 at the half. Late in the third, it continues to stay close. Caden Small to Jace Cook in the corner. He nails the triple. That's going to give Calais the lead, and it would be neck and neck down the stretch, but Dirigo would pull away. Here's Hutchinson on the drive. He gets to the rim, count it, and the foul. He's fired up. Dirigo wins 65-58. They're Class C boys champs for the second year in a row.
I have no words. I'm speechless. I love these group of guys. We've been playing basketball since second grade together, and it's just crazy. Winning back-to-back with these kids just means everything to me.
All right, that's going to put a bow on basketball season. Let's head to the ice now. On Wednesday, Bangor Hockey will play in the Class A semis against Thornton Academy at the Cross Arena. They are just 2 wins away from also making history. The Rams finished 6th in Class A this season, but on Friday they pulled off a big quarterfinal upset, knocking off number 3 Edward Little, team that's beaten them in 5 straight games. Last year, Bangor is one of the top teams in Class A, but after graduating a very talented senior class, it's been a little bit of a learning curve. They seem to be clicking at the perfect time.
We all wanted to win, everyone does, but I feel like just something clicked where everyone just all of a sudden wanted it more, and we started putting shots on net. We started seeing goals go in, and that definitely helped.
We really had to figure out a way to step up. My line has been able to, with Mark and Miles, we've definitely been able to score, but our other line, they've really stepped up and been able to produce a lot of points in our last 5 or 6 games, which is really good, and we really needed that.
Bangor wins on Wednesday. They will not only get revenge on TA for beating them in the regular season, but they will punch their ticket to the state title game in Portland on Saturday. The Rams have never won a state championship in program history. They're just focused on Wednesday right now, but the whole vibe is pretty positive.
It's going to take us being really hard on the puck to generate some offense and score some goals tomorrow. We're all pretty positive right now. We're just working hard, and hopefully good things will come.
Wishing them luck on Wednesday. That's all the time we have for sports, though. We'll be right back after the break.
What can your John Deere compact tractor do? Attachments for any job. Financing that's as easy as...
like getting a library card.
Affordable.
You're going to get this bigger tractor, and it's going to be less money.
Dependable.
Through the rain, through the snow, I'll work through it all.
Comfortable.
And I haven't any idea how we survive without it.
Experience United and build a tractor package customized for you.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm here with Tim and Sue Caverly. Guys, thank you for coming on the show this morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you. And so, of course, we're here to talk about your 12th book that's recently published,
Yes.
or are we waiting? It's not out yet.
It's out.
Oh, good, because you let me get a first
Yes.
look at it. I feel special for that. But so, what's your new book that you've published?
It's Conversations. It's comes from 78 years of tales between my brother Buzz, who was in Baxter Park for 46 years, and myself as 32 years as a Maine park ranger.
Yep.
And we're pleased that the book has been very well received, and it's already gone to many states throughout the United States as well as into Canada.
Wow. So how is this book kind of an accumulation of all of your stories? Because you've written a lot of different stories over the years. I think we can get a shot of this. But this is just an example of all the stories that have been written over the years. And how is it an accumulation?
The fun thing with our books is based on us walking the ground. When we write about something, whether it's a bear on the roof of a ranger's camp, or searching for a drowning victim, or helping someone from being lost, we've done all that.
Yep.
And so these are actually stories from my brothers and I experience, as well as Susan. She's a very strategic part of what we do.
Yeah. And Susan, you have an example, right, for
Yes.
us to read. A
Yeah.
lot of the entries I've come to understand are journal entries. So it comes from that time and place as you were there.
And also some historic journal entries. The one she's going to read is from the first supervisor of Baxter Park, Heelan Taylor.
Oh, wow.
So this comes from the early 60s.
Gotcha. So this is a history lesson within itself alongside the storytelling
Absolutely.
aspect.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yes.
We'd love to hear it.
And it's a cute one.
Yeah. Perfect.
From the diary of Heelan Taylor, week of July 9th, 1966, Tuesday, to A-Ball Field and help Ranger Cavalry evict a party with pets. They had 1 cat, 1 squirrel, 6 salamanders, and a turtle. They had been told not to come into the park with their pets, but they sneaked in after the ranger had gone to bed at night.
How do you sneak in a cat box?
And a squirrel and 6 salamanders and a turtle? I don't know.
But they did it.
They did it.
Gotcha. So that's just a taste.
That's just a taste.
Gotcha.
And we've got those little journal entries all throughout this book right here.
Yeah.
Conversations.
You have plenty of stories, and it's so cool that that's with your brother as well. I wanted to bring up too, I saw you in Maine Sportsman recently. You write in there.
Yes.
So there's more stories. You have stories everywhere, and speaking of that, Maine Sportsman's show is coming up this weekend in Orono, correct?
No, that one is coming up in the end of the month.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Where will you be this weekend? My bad.
We will be at the Eastern Maine Sportsman Show at Orono, Friday 4 to 8,
Gotcha.
Saturday 9 to 8, Sunday 9 to 4, and we'll have our new book. And so if folks would like to have their own personalized copy, we'd be happy to sign one for them.
Gotcha. So this appeals to sportsmen and everybody who likes stories. If you like Maine and you love the outdoors, it's for everybody.
We guarantee to tell you something you never heard before.
Yeah, I believe it. Well, thank you guys for coming on the show today.
Well, thank you for having us.
Of course. We'll send it over to Weather Now for our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. Here we go. So a small craft advisory is posted until 7 p.m. later on this evening. As we're watching for some wave heights, they'll be a little bit high from time to time too, with an area of low pressure is moving out towards sea as we speak. And that's causing some of the buoys to report up to 7-foot wave heights, at least right around in here, and maybe around 2 to 6 feet further off towards the north. And again, later this evening, we'll start seeing things relax just a bit. We've had a little bit of snow moving in from the northeast going toward the south and west. Any accumulations haven't been anything too impressive. We will not be worrying about any accumulations today. Once this pushes through, just a few sprinkles, maybe a few flurries possible throughout the daytime period today. Let's give you the bigger picture. Here's low pressure right here that is moving away now. Notice the flow here is definitely not looking as impressive. Still in general, a northeast to southwest flow, but not as impressive as what we saw earlier in the week. So plotting everything on right now, overall, we're watching a little bit of a calmer stretch. So once we get this through that we're seeing this morning, just some flurries and sprinkles, and that'll be about it. We have low pressure out toward the ocean right now and a warm front that's staying out for the north, at least for the time being. So futurecast moving forward, we'll keep this northeast to southwest flow going for a while longer. Maybe again a few flurries and sprinkles today, as temperatures will be making it into the 40s from time to time too. But again, later on tonight, they'll be watching for a little bit of snow, especially by Thursday morning. So tonight we're actually dry. The snow approaches as we head towards tomorrow morning by about 7 to 8 a.m. again, maybe mixing with a little bit of rain as temperatures make it into the 40s. Then later in the afternoon, Thursday, the clouds look to break up, so maybe some sunshine before the sun begins to set. And then things looking pretty good, especially as we head towards Friday morning. So meanwhile, though, our average high is 37 degrees for this time of the year. We'll be in the lower 40s today, tomorrow, also near Friday, upper 30s Saturday, back in the lower 40s Sunday into Monday, upper 30s again for your Tuesday. Forecast for today, lower 40s mostly cloudy, some sprinkles and flurries possible. North wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. By tonight, upper 20s, mostly cloudy and breezy. North wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, lower 40s, rain and snow showers on the way again. North wind backing off to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate. Friday will be mostly sunny, looking pretty nice. Temperatures in the lower 40s, upper 30s for your Saturday with a partly cloudy sky, and partly cloudy on Sunday. Also the time change with highs in the lower 40s.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Angie's List is now Angie, and it's easier than ever to get your projects done right. With Angie, you can connect with top pros and see ratings and reviews. And when you book and pay through Angie, you're covered by our happiness guarantee. Check out Angie.com today. Angie, and done.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in this state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit any new truck. Our full-service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Every year, tens of thousands of older Mainers are abused or taken advantage of, usually by a trusted family member. Don't sign away your home. Even if promised you can still live there, don't hand over your checkbook or credit card. Don't sign legal papers like a loan document or power of attorney without talking to a lawyer first. Protect yourself, your assets, your independence. Free, confidential legal advice is just a phone call away. Call Legal Services for the Elderly.
What's with the hat?
It's nothing.
You look like a park ranger from a cartoon, boo-boo.
Do you think the hat looks bad?
It's like something you'd wear in Indiana. Jones in the Temple of Bad Hats.
The world's first flying bike is hitting the market. The Xturismo, what is that? Xturismo luxury air cruiser by Airwinds is currently available in Japan for $555,000.
Oh, man.
The vehicle is inspired by the Star Wars franchise and weighs more than 661 pounds with a 228 horsepower motor. 4 fans on the bike provide extra power and stability. The company says it is receiving orders from all over the world. That is so cool.
I'll stay on the ground.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of money anyway, but boy, I dreamed of having something like that when I was a kid.
Right, right.
Now we need flying cars.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's next. We'll
I'm
be waiting
working
on that one. Okay.
So.
Yes, it's in the works.
Yeah, along with my submarine. I'm serious.
Okay. Flying submarine?
No.
Oh, okay. That's too much.
Have a great day, folks.
Start your outdoor adventures in Orno this weekend. The Eastern Maine Sportsman Show is back, Friday through Sunday at the University of Maine Fieldhouse. This show is for everyone who loves the great outdoors, even kids like me. Fishing, hunting, or camping, it's all here. See boats, docks, and fishing lures. The displays are really cool. You can shoot a bow and arrow or watch dogs jump in the pool. Find more info online. Come to the Eastern Maine Sportsman Show this weekend. Then get outdoors with your family.
Bathfitter is a better way to remodel your tub.